Okay, this project is the forest. This one I just made for myself. It uses N8N to do a query on the Upwork API. So it actually grabs the search terms dynamically from, I'm hosting locally, um, I'm hosting the app locally on an old laptop I've got, and first it queries the app for the search terms. And I've got a bunch of different search terms and search term combinations going in here. And it counts how many times terms have been used, how many prospects were collected, the last time it was used. And so this is so I can enable or disable high performing keywords. Then we've got, okay, so the workflow runs every 10 minutes. This is the config. I made one node where I can set all the settings. So this is my, don't 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 pay attention to that IP address there. But so these are the categories that I'm querying on the Upwork API. These are some parameters for searching. I just put it all into one node. The OAuth token, this was a bit of work because N8N has a known issue where it doesn't want to update the the OAuth token. The refresh token works fine, but every 24 hours I was having to come in here and re-authenticate um, Upwork. So I I built token storage on the Forest app, and I don't have to refresh it manually anymore. That was a bunch of work. So it gets search terms, waits for both, sets parameters for the query, then it runs the first Upwork search and initializes the loop. So this is for pagination. So we're actually querying, I've got it set right now, I believe 20 times. So it does query the Upwork API 20 times for pagination. And then it processes the jobs, just kind of sorts it, and then sends it via API to the Forest app, which, as I said, is sitting on my old laptop over there. So that's the N8N workflow that's doing the Upwork API search queries. Um, so then we've got the dashboard. Just shows how many new prospects were pulled in the last 24 hours. Refreshed, so this means ones that were found um, that we already have in the database. So there was 101 new ones found in the last 24 hours. The latest LLM score, this is, okay, so I've got ratings. I made prompts that are running on my local gaming machine, some open LLMs, um, a bunch of different prompts depending on which category the job is. And I've got 5 different models. So I'm A/B testing. It's A/B, but actually it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm doing a lot of testing to see which ones of these are going to work out the best. And so that's where we're seeing analysis. So this is showing how close they are, the different models and the different prompts. It's showing how close they are to my human rating, right? So here, this is the prospects list. The newer ones aren't scored yet. But this is the AI score. This is the rating. Okay, score is for what the local LLMs did, and rating is for what I put. Okay, so that's the human rating. Like if we go, we can look at this job description here, right? And I went down here. I also have LLM detecting the skills involved in the project, right? So the human rating, right? That's for me to make a benchmark when I decide. I mean, when I when I check and see what each of the different prompts and models are scoring this job, then the human rating is to help me decide what will make more sense of it when I show you this page again, right? Which ones are closest to what I rated the job as, okay? Yeah, so it's Upwork uh, API calling, fetching jobs, using LLMs to rate jobs with my prompts, A/B testing the prompts and the models to find which prompt and which models are going to help me save time looking for jobs to make proposals on. Okay, so that's the forest. Oh yeah, one other feature I made on here. I did another prompt that runs in the background and it looks across the job posts and detects which skills are involved in the job post. And then I'm basically figuring out which ones are the most in-demand skills. Of course, this is not having all of the job posts on Upwork, so these numbers here are just relative to the jobs that I've fetched using using the search terms that I put in here, right? These are the actual terms. So as far as the dashboard showing the most in-demand skills, that's only relative to the jobs that I've pulled in from the Upwork API with my keywords and my categories. Um, but yeah, I had a little bit of slow time, so I decided to make something that would help me find which jobs that I should make a proposal on Upwork. So that's the forest.